Trooper Smith earned our eternal gratitude. He earned all that we have to give.
Indiana bears a final farewell to a fallen Hoosier hero.
61 is 10:42 for the final time.
Family, friends, and the community gather to remember Trooper Aaron Smith, his service to community, state, and country, his life, a son, brother, husband to Megan, and a man of God.
With tears in her eyes, she said, "I know where he is. He is with God."
As law enforcement from all parts of the state give a tearful goodbye to one of their own.
This most complicated life that seems to be filled with unending sadness and grief. Sorry.
Honoring the life and legacy of Indiana State Trooper Aaron Smith. We've been covering his funeral the entire day as the state bids a final farewell.
Yeah, he was remembered as one of the best. The community is working to ensure his legacy will endure. News 8's Adam Pinsker was at Crown Hill Cemetery today for the entire graveside service. Adam, what did law enforcement say about the community response to the funeral?
I'll tell you, Cody, Superintendent Doug Carter with Indiana State Police says he noticed that drivers who were delayed by the procession today stopped, get out of the car, and put their hands over their hearts and honor Trooper Smith as the procession passed by. And law enforcement, they say they're very grateful for that gesture. The nearly 20-mile trip from Whiteland to Indianapolis for fallen Indiana State Trooper Aaron Smith ended here Friday afternoon at Crown Hill Cemetery. In addition to his 5 years of service to the state of Indiana, Smith served this country in the National Guard and received dual honors from the military and ISP. His final resting place is at the Heroes of Public Safety section of Crown Hill. Smith was laid to rest as his family, friends, and hundreds of law enforcement looked on.
His family is just extraordinary. The faith they have is just absolutely unbelievable. So to be able to stand with them and do this and hopefully honor their son and their son's life is the highest of honors.
It's been a trying time for ISP. In March, another trooper was killed in the line of duty near Fort Wayne.
They're hurting, but they're probably as close now as they've ever been before. And the reality of life strikes when these kinds of things happen, and not just for the state police, but for all agencies.
ISP Superintendent Doug Carter says he was overwhelmed by the thousands of people who lined the procession route to pay their respects to Trooper Smith.
Jeez. They say it's the worst time on the planet. In its history to be involved in policing, and I say there's never been a better time than right now. And seeing what we saw today.
Although Trooper Smith's life ended too soon, Carter says his agency's commitment to Smith's family will last forever.
This is a difficult day for everybody, and our job today is the family of Aaron, and they're connected to us forever now.
Superintendent Carter said that deputies, patrolmen, and officers from 27 different agencies around the country attended the graveside ceremony earlier this afternoon here at Crown Hill. Adam Pinsker, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Thank you, Adam. Smith's burial followed an equally emotional funeral service at the Greenwood campus of Emmanuel Church. ITMate's senior investigative reporter Richard Essex brings us the words and stories that were shared about Trooper Smith.
As I have thought about Aaron's life and his service to his country and fellow human beings, it made me ask, how much more could have been done on earth for others if his life had lasted 80 or 90 years?
Aaron Smith was an Indiana State Trooper and a sergeant in the Indiana National Guard. He had taken an oath to serve and protect both the state of Indiana and the country. Those that knew him well expected nothing less from him.
From an early age, he felt most comfortable behind the wheel, chasing bad guys so the good guys could arrive safely. From an early age, others winning was the real win for Aaron.
Trooper Aaron Smith joined the ranks of the Indiana State Police in 2018. At the time, he'd been with the Indiana National Guard for about 7 years. Taking on a new role required some thought. Smith and his wife, Megan, were very active in their church. Together, the couple sought the guidance from a friend. Retired Indiana National Guard Major John Hill. Here's a portion of a letter that he wrote.
In listening to Aaron speak about his interest in serving others and wanting to make a difference in his community, I was particularly impressed with his demonstrated compassionate concern for others, while balanced with his strength of character and his commitment to integrity. When the two of you left our home that day, I told my wife, the Indiana State Police would be a richer community to have them join their ranks.
4.5 years with the Indiana State Police, Aaron Smith was offered an opportunity to join a family business. But before he could leave ISP, he had to explain to Superintendent Carter about his decision.
He sat with me and explained his desire to be with his wife, Megan. Shockingly, a stable schedule. More time at home and an opportunity to join a family business. Within just a few minutes of my discussion with Aaron, I knew two things. One, there was no way I was going to be able to talk him out of this decision to leave. Second, he'll ask to come back.
And 4 months later, he rejoined State Police.
Last Wednesday, June 28th, in the evening hours, Trooper Aaron Smith was intentionally struck and killed.
Aaron Smith and his wife are deeply religious people. Just hours after he died, his wife knew he was in a better place.
It was one of the most beautiful yet gut-wrenching experiences of my lifetime. Megan even made the comment that she knows where Aaron is. She does not even think he would want to come back. She does not think he would want to come back because he is now in the presence of God.
One of the volunteers is removing the flags from the front of the church, and there was one statement that was made during the service today, made by the Indiana National Guard Major General. Was it worth it? In Greenwood, Richard Essex, Wish TV, iTeam 8.
Aaron was always willing to help those in need with a smile on his face. It has been an honor to have dispatched and to have known Trooper Aaron Smith. Aaron Smith was a loving husband, son, grandson, brother, and friend. Trooper Aaron Smith will be missed and forever remembered. 52361 is 1042 for the final time.
That's the emotional final radio call for Trooper Aaron Smith. Hundreds lined the streets, stretching several communities to pay respects to Trooper Aaron Smith. News 8's Camila Fernandez was there as his body made its way under the garrison flag near his high school alma mater. She reports on how the Whiteland community remembers Smith.
While many say they did not know Trooper Smith personally, they say that his work in the community has made a lasting impact on them.
Anybody who's willing to, give their life, come out here, support our community should be recognized.
Standing side by side as people say their final goodbyes to Indiana State Trooper Aaron Smith and pay respects to his family.
Nobody should ever go through this. It's hard, and I hope it gets better.
Many say they are thankful for Trooper Smith's tireless commitment to serving the community.
It's an option if these troopers and these policemen want to come out here and help us, and he was one of the people that chose to help and support our community, so I think that's amazing.
And that there aren't enough people that would put others first the way he did.
Having somebody like that just in our community, it's great because we need a lot more like that.
They say they are thinking about his family.
I just hope that they know that a lot of people are praying for them, that our hearts and our prayers are with them, that their community loves them and wants to support them, and if they need anything, they can reach out to our church or many others.
We're thinking of them. You're all in our prayers, and my heart goes out to them.
Community members tell me they will continue to work to keep Trooper Smith's memory alive. In Whiteland, Camila Fernandez, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Our coverage of Trooper Smith's funeral continues online at wishtv.com. There you'll find video from today's services, plus ways to donate to his family through the Aaron Smith Memorial Fund. All of that is online right now at wishtv.com.